Transfers are one of the best things about football. They can dawn a brand new era to football club, and it can also change a team's entire season. But what if we were restricted in every transfer window? Well, today we're gonna find out, as I've just become Leeds' brand new manager with the goal of making them the world's best club. Here's the catch though, I'm only allowed to sign 3 players in my entire time at Leeds United, which means winning Leeds United the Champions League has just become 1,000 times harder. Especially when this is the initial team we've loaded into in season number 1. Now granted, there's a lot of potential in this team, but with only 3 signings in this entire video, it's gonna be difficult. The good news is though, we've got plenty of time to make this work with Leeds, because as you can see, majority of their highest rated players are in their mid-20s. And we have players like Largy Ramazani in the team, Brendan Aronson, Wilfred Nonto, Matteo Joseph even. We do have some phenomenal talent. And it really is unfortunate that we've only got 3 signings to make in this entire video, because we'd have had 20 million to spend this year, almost guaranteeing us promotion back to the Prem. But if I'm being completely level with you lot, I want to take the longest route to the Premier League possible. The longer this team stays in the Championship, the better our chances are of dynamic potential hitting in our team becoming insane. But we'll get to that a little bit later. For now, we've got to work out what our best strategy is going forward with this Leeds United team, our best tactics and formation. And I personally believe, because we've got 3 very solid, very young defenders, we can make a 3 at the back formation work with Leeds. So we're going for the 3-5-2 formation with a counter-attacking build-up style and a pretty deep line. And on paper, this is how we are going to be when we're on the ball, ladies and gents. Very bog standard for a 3-5-2 formation. And as for the team itself right now, I believe this is our best and highest potential starting 11 we can field going forward. But this team, ladies and gents, on paper is way too good for the Championship, and for that reason, we are making some changes. For starters, we are sending everybody on loan to us back to their parent club, just so we know exactly who we're working with. And everybody that's currently out on loan from us is getting brought straight back to the team, just to see again who we are actually working with. I've just said that twice, haven't I? But I'm glad I've just brought everybody back off their loan move, because we've now got Darko Gyavi back at the team, and we've got Joe Galhard. 2 very solid players. Players that absolutely can fit into this starting team whilst we're still in that development stage at least. Looking at the rest of the team now, Ramazani I'm happy with, Aronson, Gruev, Nonto are back 3, even though Malier in real life is Butterfingers, he'll do for now. But that does leave the question, what are we doing with the rest of the players? We'll put it this way, they're not just rotting on the bench, because I am going to send majority of these players out on loan, and because we're rocking a 3-5-2 formation, every fullback we've got right now I'm going to be selling, because quite frankly we won't need them. And there we have it, majority of them are sold, but every single player we put out for loan has indeed gone out on loan, which is a good thing. Which gives us now 34 million to spend. However, I've already spent it, so let me show you what I've done. First and foremost, I've given every single one of my players who I've got long-term plans for insanely long contracts, like 3 or 4 years. And to try and get the best growth out of my players, I have indeed improved our coaching system. The better this is, the better of our chances of improving our players are. However, that's literally all I can do before going into Season 1, guys, as this is indeed the team we are sending into our first campaign into the Championship. And honestly, I'm really hoping we don't get promoted, because before that happens, I need dynamic potential to hit 1 or 2 of these players. If that doesn't happen before we hit the Premier League, we're going to be in trouble. For example, Ampadu, I need him to grow like a rocket. Ramazani is going to need real progression. So is Brendan Aronson. So are our 2 strikers, Matteo Joseph and Joe Galhard too. But here's the good news. All those players that I just mentioned are in their lower to mid-20s, which means the longer we stay in the Championship, the better our chances for them to improve. And I'm personally hoping I've weakened the team enough to make that happen. But if it doesn't happen and we get promoted anyway, this challenge will become near on impossible. Now guys, normally at this point I'd be buzzing if I saw these kind of stats at the end of the season, but with what we want, they're just not ideal. I mean, Ramazami's got 28 goal contributions, so is Galhart, 16-16 for Aronson, 10-1 for Joseph. Oh boys, we've screwed the pooch. Now granted, this team on paper is solid, but we're nowhere near ready for the Premier League yet, especially with the limited transfers we've got. Oh, this is a nightmare. Then again though, Malier is injured, and we don't know how long he's been injured for, so he might have actually saved us from promotion. Well, if he tried to, he didn't do a bloody good job, did he? We are still in the playoffs alongside Coventry, Luton and Borough. Guys, this challenge may be over before it even begins. But thankfully, we have been thrown a lifeline. Luton Town beat us 3-2 in the semis, and we remain in the Championship for at least 1 more year. To be fair, looking at this team, 1 more year might actually be all we need. I mean, Ampadu's now 80 rated. rated, Ramazani 79 rated, Nonto 78, Matteo Josi 75 rated, Galhart 75 rated, even Darko Giabi's had a great year in terms of progression, 72 overall. Unfortunately though, the players out on loan right now haven't really done all that much. I mean, fair play, Ayo Tanaka, 78 rated, 26 years old. Definitely an option. But going into Season 2, we need to figure out if we want to pull the trigger on one of our signings, because if we do, guys, we've got to be incredibly strategic and make sure that whoever we sign is endgame. Now, guys, we've just arrived into Season 2 and we've already got a slight problem to deal with. As you can see, Joe Rodon, his development plan clearly states that he's reached his max potential. Now, granted, we do have 42 million to spend, so sorting this out with a transfer won't be too much of an issue. But I'll level with you lot, I've gone through our centre-backs and I want to try something else before we go forward and signing the centre-back. I want to give James DeBayo a go. I mean, he's only 19, he's 63 rated, and after all, we are still in the Championship. And as you can see, he's still steadily grown, 14 weeks to become a better centre-back. I think it's worth giving him a go. This means both Joe Rodon and Europa will be loaned out just to make sure he gets game time, but all he needs is a good 12 months and he might legitimately become a star centre-back. Now, in terms of the rest of the team, guys, to be honest, I'm quite happy with it. Mali's development plan, despite being injured last year, still looks good. And in fairness, guys, so does the rest of the teams. It was literally just Joe Rodon letting us down. But one thing I am doing, guys, is making sure our defensive coaches are on point, because that is the part of the team that really needs the progression more than any. And I'm also renewing every single player's contracts. Well, trying to, at least anyway. If they take an extra year, they take an extra year. If they don't, they don't. Which does mean we are sending the exact same team out minus DeBayo into season number 2. And honestly, this year, I think promotion's kind of unavoidable. I mean, yes, we have got a 63 rated centre-back in the team, but I don't think he'll be enough to drag the entire squad down. Plus, with players like Ramazani in the team, Galhart, Joseph, who we all know can really pick up some goals, I think season 2, whether we like it or not, is the year we get promoted. And ladies and gents, unfortunately, I am correct, as we are second in the Championship. We are back in the Prem with Leeds. We'll find out soon enough, though, whether or not this is a good thing. In fairness, though, you look at the team, it might not be such a bad thing, because majority of these players are actually ready for it. I mean, you got Nonto 81 rated now, Gruev 81 rated, Stroke 82, Ampadu 83. The one thing we have to think about, though, is whether or not we stick with James DeBayo next year. I know he's grown quite a lot this year, 20 years old, 69 rated, but now that we're in the Premier League, we don't want to be going back down to the Championship. Now, you could argue that the rest of the team can carry him. I mean, Joe Gallard, 41 goal contributions this year, 18 and 5 for Nonto, 14 and 6 for Joseph, 13 and 5 for Ramazani. But this is the Championship. The Premier League's a different ballgame entirely. I mean, this year, Southampton were by far the best team in the Championship, whereas in the Premier League, it was Arsenal followed by Manchester City. The gulf in quality between those two is staggering. And yes, we could just replace DeBayo by signing someone, but honestly, I kind of don't want to at this point. I honestly think this team's got all the quality we need to eventually make them the best team in the world. And if you guys agree, you'll like this video and you'll definitely hit that subscribe button. So here we are, season 3 with Leeds, and it's time to see what this team can do in the Premier League. Now, last year, I voiced my concern about DeBayo, 20 years old, 69 rated. For me, I don't think he's good enough for the Prem. But I think I've got a solution, because Tanaka has just come back from his loan move from Newcastle. He's 80 rated, 27 years old. And even better, he's still improving quite decently, so he can definitely go into that CDM role. And with Tanaka and Gruev in them CDM roles, that just leaves Giabi, doesn't it? But Giabi is 6'3", he's 22 years old, 78 overall. I'm not just wasting him on the subs bench. Instead, I'm going to convert him to a centre-back, because I feel like his defending and physical stats are definitely more suited to a centre-back than a CDM. And guys, 2 weeks have just gone by. Let's see if he goes up and over. Oh, I'm actually gutted, man. To be fair, though, we've now got a 79 rated centre-back as opposed to a 69 rated one. And with that, as you can see, there's no more weakness in our starting team, which definitely isn't a bad thing. Our biggest problem will be squad depth, though, from now on, guys. I know we've got 3 transfers, but honestly, I don't think we need them. I honestly think we've done such a good job with the starting 11, guys. Those 3 transfers are pointless. I mean, you've just got to look at the average age of our highest rated players, man. All of them are in their mid-20s, which indicates to me there's still a hell of a lot of room for improvement left. And if they can continue that on into the Premier League this season, Leeds United are going to be looking very good. And I've seriously got to give credit where credit's due. These stats are fantastic fantastic. I mean, Gelhardt, 21 in 10, 14 and 2 for Matteo Josie, 13 and 2 for Ramazani. Even in the Prem, they're killing it. And look at these ratings too, man. We've got 84 rated players, 85 rated players, 86 rated players now. That's insane in 3 seasons. And on paper, the team just looks even better. Everybody's happy, everybody's sharp. The question is, though, now, with those stats and how good the team's looking, does that correlate to the Premier League? Guys, I'm officially mind-blown. We've got top 4 football as a newly promoted team. Guys, how are we doing this? And it wasn't even close either. Liverpool were 4 points behind us, man. How on earth are we doing this with no transfers? We even made the quarters of the FA Cup this time. And we made round 4 of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, Leeds are cracked. And the good news is, from next year onwards, we'll have a bit more depth because all 3 of our loan players are coming back into the team, giving us a little bit more depth. However, there is one issue. Malier is the one and only keeper we pretty much got at this point. Granted, we do have Alex Carnes, but he's 34, 65 rated, and after next year, I don't think he's going to be with us. So if at any point Malier gets injured from now on, we're kind of screwed. And I'm well aware we've got a rule of 3 signings maximum in this video, but I don't want to use any. Because in only 3 seasons, guys, we've got this Leeds United team from the Championship to top 4 football in the Prem. And if that's what we can do in 3 seasons, imagine what we could do in, say, 8 or 9. Okay, guys, we're now into season 4. I'm currently going through everybody's development plan just to make sure that everybody's on point, that we don't have to make any changes going forward. And I have to be honest, guys, so far, everybody in the starting 11 looks solid. Even some of the subs are looking good too. We may actually pull this off, ladies and gents. Everybody's still pretty young, so we've still got loads of time for them to improve as well. I mean, I'm going through the entire team. As you can see, nobody, and I mean nobody, is older than 28 years old, which bodes incredibly well for us, especially when only 4 seasons in we've got European football. That's class when you think about it, man. Europa in 4 years with Leeds. But if I'm being honest, I'm not too fussed about Europe just yet. I want this Leeds United team to continue doing well in the Premier League. Because I'm not convinced last year wasn't a fluke, guys. I want top 4 football again this year to prove that we're an established big team now. Well, we didn't get top 4 football, but what we got is definitely good enough for me. We've got top 6 football, ladies and gents. We are slowly but surely getting there. But we certainly did worse this year than last season. We only made it to round 4 of the FA Cup this time. But we did make the quarterfinals. Oh my god, Arsenal, leave me alone. Thankfully, we didn't have to come up against the Gunners in the Europa League. And thanks to that, guys, we are 6 and we go straight through to the knockouts, where we smash Lazio. We also smash Monaco. And we battered Feyenoord. Surely we don't win this in our first attempt. Oh my god, we've beaten Valencia 1-0. Guys, we've got Champions League football next year. This is insane. How are we doing this? Then again, we hadn't looked at the team before, had we? Because if we had, we'd know damn well how we did it. It's because our team now is world class. Even Butterfingers Malier's 84 overall, man. We've done such a good job with it. And as you can see from the stats, man, we just keep getting better every single year. Leeds United are actually insane. But next year, we'll face our biggest challenge yet, because we'll be in the Champions League where PSG just won it. The good news is, guys, I think we've got everything on lock now. This is the starting 11 going forward. I don't see anybody else getting into it for the foreseeable future. And to my surprise, guys, at this point, we've actually got a decent amount of squad depth with quality there. So I think next year will be very interesting for Leeds United. Will they step up to the plate and perform, or will they crumble under the pressure? Well, so far, guys, there's not too much difference. We've once again got a top 6 finish. The good news is, guys, we're consistently up there in the Premier League. The bad news is we are literally 30 odd points away from Man City. Well, 29, but it's the same thing. But this time we do make the quarters of the FA Cup again. And we once again meet the semis of the Carabao Cup. I'm getting sick of Arsenal knocking me out of this competition. But you know what? That's not the competition we are focusing on. It's the UCL, and as you can see, we are in the playoffs, where we got battered by Inter Milan. Oh my god, yeah, we've just had a bloody reality check. Because as good as this team is, ladies and gents, it's not quite good enough for the UCL. The thing is, though, the stats are no different than last year pretty much. 21 and 5 for both Joseph and Gelhardt, 11 and 5 for Nonto, 8 for Ampadu. Bloody hell, fair play. The thing is, though, we still have quite a bit of time, guys. As you can see from the average age of our team, they're still pretty damn young. So I'd say we've still got at least 4 or 5 years. And in that time, it's clear we need to get on Man City's level, because not only did they win the Premier League, they won the bloody Champions League too. But it's clear we need to take it step by step with Leeds United, and the first step is getting back into the top 4. And guys, we can now consider that done as we are second in the Premier League, only 4 points off winning it. But this is fantastic, man. 2 top 6 finishes in a row, jump to second place. The next step in the Prem is obviously winning it. We've, however, taken a step back in the FA Cup as we've only made it to round 5. And we only made the quarters in the Carabao Cup. Honestly, I'd bloody love to win one of these with Leeds. But as you know, because last year we finished inside the top 6, we've once again got European football. And in the Europa League phase, we finished second. And we battered Slavia Praha in the round of 16, smashed Brighton, and we battered Union Berlin. Could you imagine if we've won this twice? We actually have won it twice. Oh my god, Leeds United, you lot smoke the Europa every time. And it's no wonder, guys, because this team is improving each and every year with no signs of slowing down. You got Matteo Joseph, Aronson and Mallier all 89 rated, Ramazani and Ampadu 90 rated, and Wilfred Gnonto 92 rated. Bro, they're so cracked. And as you can see from the stats, man, they definitely are as good as their rating. They're killing it. But now it's time to try again in the UCL. Last year, as you know, we crashed out of this competition in the playoffs. But this time, I think it's going to be different. Because not only is this team way better now, but it's also way more experienced. And I think that could be the difference maker in our second turn in the Champions League. And whilst it might be the difference maker there, it's definitely been the difference maker in the Prem, because we've gone on to win the Premier League title by 6 points. That's the Europa League, the Premier League, now we just need the UCL. Well, I would like the FA Cup as well, guys, but Chelsea knocked us out in round 5. And Hull knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we aren't going to win these, are we? The Champions League, on the other hand, is a different story, because this time we are 6th in the league phase. And in the round of 16, we just scraped past AC Milan. We finally get our revenge on Arsenal. And we just scraped past Napoli. Oh my god, we're facing Dortmund in the final. I personally love Dortmund, but it has to be said, we'll never have a better shot at winning the Champions League than right now. Then again, though, you look at that team and Jesus, they've definitely got some ballers, haven't they? But then again, as you can see, ladies and gents, so have we. And we haven't spent a penny on these boys, guys. They're all homegrown. And they look even better on paper. Oh my god, everybody's came out of the shell this year. We've got like loads of 90 rated players all of a sudden. Only Giabi and Struick aren't 90 rated. Jesus, goddamn Christ, Leeds United, you are scum. And not only that, you've got 2 Europa Leagues and a Premier League title to your name now too. And we now have a chance to add a Champions League to that to really end off a fantastic season with Leeds. Here come Dortmund. Hendricks on the ball. He is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. Good save, Meslier. Gnonto's on the ball now. He's looking for that run from Joseph. He's got it. Can Joseph cut into... Oh, he's done brilliantly. Oh, Joseph. He's got... Why would you go there? You've literally got a player on the edge of the box and you're thinking, I know what I'll do. I'll go to the player with the least amount of chances to actually score. Okay, here comes Gnonto again, though. We've got a good amount of... Okay, please. Oh, my God. My players just aren't good at cutbacks, apparently. That's 2 goals we could have scored there if my players had decent vision and decent passing. And apparently, they've got friggin' neither. We've got Gnonto again. He's causing so much havoc down this right-hand side. Okay, we've actually got a decent chance here. Oh, finally! A cutback works. It's only took 36 minutes, but we've finally got a goal, man. We've got a decent chance here for a second. Oh my god, this could be beautiful. Oh my god. Now we're talking. Bro, that was a disgusting goal for Matteo Joseph. That entire sequence, look at this dink over from Aronson. Dortmund's defence completely split apart. Right foot first time. Beautiful. And we've now got a comfortable lead heading into the second half, man. That's just what we were after. Now we begin the second half, looking to extend our lead. Look at Ramazani go. Actually, do you know what? Oh, you absolute spoil sport, Dortmund. But now they're coming forward on the right-hand side of the pitch. Tanaka's there. Can he put a tackle? Yes, good defending. Ramazani on the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch. We're going to try and cut in. Find Aronson. He's in a bit of room himself. Okay, Aronson. He's got room. He's going to take a shot. Oh, my God, what an attempt. Aronson is low-key absolutely disgusting to use on this game. Really have on the ball, though. Ramazani. Oh, look at that for a turn. Ramazani. He's got a bit of room to run into. Left, straight to the keeper. Comes Hendrick for Dortmund. We're closing him down so well. He hasn't even had a breath. And look at this. Ampadu wants in on the action. We're going to find Gelhardt. Oh, my God. Gelhardt cut inside. Oh, come on. Just put it away. Bro, how are we so bad at putting our frigging chances away, man? Hendrick. Oh, Kubo. Oh, that's... Oh my, Mallier's actually disgusting on this game. Ramazani, okay, I'm looking for a run. I'm looking for something. Give me something. Gelhart's on the ball now. I'll tell you what, let's have a proper dink from Dist. Oh, good save. 5 minutes to go, and Leeds United have won the double. We just need to hang on. And there's the full-time whistle. Leeds United, with no transfers for the last 7 years, have not only become the best team in England, but the best team in the world. I can't lie, I fully thought we'd have needed those 3 transfers, but honestly, Leeds United are just that good. We started in the Championship, got promoted to the Premier League within 2 years, and from that point, never finished lower than 6th in the league. We won 2 Europa Leagues, we won the Premier League, and now we've won the Champions League. And that wraps this video up, guys. If you've enjoyed it and want to see more content like it, drop this video a like, smash the subscribe button, and if you want to watch more content from me right now, YouTube recommends you watch this.